Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. Today's exciting episode is a fabric haul, and it's pinks and avocado green or olive green. That rose one on the top is absolutely adorable.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
Yes, another fabric haul. What can I say? I love to buy fabric, and I really shouldn't. No, and there's only a few fabrics here, but they are absolutely gorgeous. They look so well together. There's some jackets. There's a wool and a couple of other fancy ones for jackets, and the others are quilting cottons, such as this one here. And I just love how the deep red of these roses, as soon as I only bought 1 yard of it because I was going to put it into a layer cake dress. Of course, I'm obsessed with making layer cake dresses. But yeah, I bought it online, and when it arrived, I was like, it'll be okay. And when it arrived, I was like, oh my gosh, this is divine. I should have bought 4 or 5 yards of it and made a vintage dress. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the full roses, but also I love the sort of green of the leaves. They're just so beautiful. So this is me getting out some other fabrics to see what I should put them with. Because when I bought it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy a couple of different pink ones and I can mush them all together into a pink one. But I don't know. This is what it looks like with the pink ones. And I mean, I like it. But I just feel like my favourite part about it, I like it with this one because it's got that deep red in there as well. My favourite parts about this rose one are the deep red at the centre of each rose and those beautiful sort of rust-coloured khaki or olive green of the roses. This sort of, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And then this is with other things. So the rust color of the roses or whatever it is, I was like, oh, and they kind of remind me of the roses in this one, but I would really, really want to make that bit there. I've also only got 1 yard of that, and I want to turn that one into a jacket. So then, but these three would look good together. This greyish weird one here has it's got pink blobs in it, but the way I folded the fabric, you can't really see them. And it's also got some rust colours and some roses in there as well. So I don't know. They might look good together. We shall see. I'll later on I pair it with some pink ones. Spoiler alert. So yeah. We'll see. This one, it's little dolls or something, and they just look adorable, and they're all in different costumes. And I just like how it had pink and blue and sort of peach colours in there as well. It just reminded me a lot of quite a few of the florals that I have, because I've kind of gone a little bit. Yeah, bought way too many florals, and I've got like a yard of this, a yard of that, and this is me trying them out with different ones. I don't think it goes with the square one, the Harlequin square one, but I kind of like it with the loud one. Picks out the blues in it, and the yellows and the pinks, the hot pinks. They're quite cute together, actually. The hot pinks I think I like, but then this is quite cute too. I like the way the peach ties into all of them, and the hot pinks. I think the hot pinks is the cutest thing about this one, but also the blue in there. So I don't know. I've got many layer cake dresses too. Oh, if you don't know what a layer cake dress is, really? This is obviously your first time on this channel. A layer cake dress, as the name suggests, has several layers in the skirts. So it's just a way of using up. I have this tendency to not be able to decide what fabric I like best, because I just constantly look at quilting cottons and, cottons that have just adorable prints. And instead of choosing one print and buying 4 yards and making a dress out of that, I tend to buy a yard of this, a yard of that, a yard of this, a yard of that, and then I mush them all together in a lovely dress. And they just make me so completely happy. because there's just so many fabrics in there and it's just fun to make, fun to wear. I'm still undecided on this one. I do think it looks cuter when it looks pink rather than if you put it with too many strong colors, it tends to look more peachy than pink. Oh my gosh, they look adorable together. But I really, really want to make a jacket out of the teal colored one. We shall see. Oh, but they do look adorable together. Anyway, so the next one we have, it's a bronze-coloured satin fabric with lace overlay. And they're sort of fused together, which is cool. Means I don't have to stitch them together. So yeah, it's sort of, you can't really see how shimmery the under the bronze fabric is, but I guess it looks a little lingerie-ish, which yeah, sort of put me off at the start. And then I was like, girl, you have never worn a piece of revealing clothing in your life. Get over it. And yeah, so I bought 1 yard of it. If you bought 4 or 5 yards of this would make an absolutely adorable 1950s dress. Like, it would be so beautiful. But I am going to, of course, turn it into a Chanel style jacket. I'll probably use one of my standard patterns. And then once I've made it, I'm going to bead it and see how they're little flowers, the black lace part. I'm going to put big round beads in the middle of them, so they're the middle of each flower. And I've also got some black floral sequins in the shape of flowers, so I'm going to put those in the other parts around it. And yeah, it's going to look really, well, sort of classic formal wearish, but of course I'm going to just wear it with a t-shirt and jeans. Anyway, next up we have another chintzy vintage style or retro style floral. It's a quilting cotton once again, and yeah, I just love this dark red with the paler pinks. It's such a great combination, and the olive green leaves, they're so pretty. I wouldn't say that it matches exactly the other one. See how very pink the first rose one that I showed you? It's decidedly pink. And yeah, I'm kind of regretting not getting 4 or 5 yards so I could make a vintage dress out of it, because I have got like a gazillion vintage dresses patterns that I haven't even tried yet, plus the ones I already like. The vast majority of vintage dresses, it's better to do, well, the first time you do it, it's better to do it with one big bit of fabric rather than lots of different types of similar fabrics, because you don't want to be focused on that. You want to be focused on getting the pattern right. So yeah, these work better. If you've just got 1 yard cuts, they work much better in a layer cake dress. I don't know, these all kind of look more peach than pink. Oh, and this one, oh my gosh, I love this fabric. I bought 4 yards of it, and it's just the most, well, it's boring. I bought it because it's just so vintage. It's like so 1930s. I saw it and I was like, oh, it's the kind of dress you would wear every day. Like, it's not too over the top. Like, don't get me wrong, I love layer cake dresses, love making them, love spinning around in them, but this would be a nice everyday dress. And that vintage Vogue pattern from 1939, I bought enough to make, so it takes about 3 yards to make that dress in a small size. And then I bought an extra yard to make a matching bolero, or, a vintage jacket to go with it. But now that I'm looking at it with the other prints, like if you put this pink with those pinks, they all look pinker. It's weird. And yeah, because it ties in all the colours of everything. So maybe I'll just make yet another layer cake dress. I do love layer cake dresses. And they look so good together. And that's the ladybug from a previous episode. Ladybug, ladybug, ladybug. I think I just bought it because I like saying ladybug. But it does match well with the rose one. That rose one is amazing. I love that fabric. Yeah, I think these ones mesh really well together. So maybe I'll use all of them in a layer cake dress. That would look rather fabulous. It's even got the little blue bits that I liked in the doll one. Anyway, my last fabric is a jacket fabric, and it's a cashmere wool blend. There's like also 5 or 10% poly in there as well. So I wasn't thrilled, but I bought it anyway because I just love olive, like anything in the green spectrum of green, I absolutely love. But this one, it's just got a butteriness to the sort of olive avocado color, and it looks, look how good it would look with that. So yes, if I do make all these pink ones up into a layer cake dress, I would definitely be wearing this jacket with it. They would look adorable together. So yeah, I'm just going to make a Chanel style jacket and probably bead it with green beads because I have so many green beads. But I don't know, pink looks amazing with it. So maybe pink beaded trim. It's been a while since I've done any beaded trim. Mostly in the past year or two, I've been doing embellishment, which means where you bead directly onto the fabric rather than making a beaded trim and then attaching just the trim, like just a little line around it. Okay, this is an extreme example. This is the flower beads, and then I felt like that wasn't enough. So then I did the strings of seed beads as well. And then this is the Egyptian jacket again, slightly over the top. This fabric was already so completely bling, and then I just sort of went with it, and I made it completely over the top. So these are the ones where I see there's some here that are beaded, so they're embellished all over the jacket. But then there's also a couple like this one where it's just plain tweed. Well, it's a Chanel tweed, but I haven't beaded directly onto the jacket. What I've done is I've beaded a trim, made a beaded trim, and then I've sewn the trim onto the jacket. So yeah, that's what I might do with this green fabric, which is going to make a gorgeous jacket. And that is it for the new fabrics. Let's just do a little and this is me sort of trying to show you the pink in the other, that grey fabric. I'm not sure whether that should be included or not. It sort of changes the genre somewhat, but I check it out anyway. I mean, they do look good with the pinker ones, but that means all the peach pink, pale pink ones will be left together, and I don't know. I do love the teal and the pops of hot pink in this one, magenta-y hot pink. And I do think they look really interesting and unique together. But sometimes you don't want ugly interesting. Sometimes you want pretty interesting. So, I don't know. But it does look adorable with that teal Sistine Chapel one. No, I kind of like all the pink ones together, I think. Anyway, so we'll do a recap of what we just saw. This gorgeous pink one. It's it's just such a pretty fabric. I love it so much with those big full roses. They're so pretty. And then that cute little doll fabric with all the different, I think I quite like the green and the blues and the hot pink in there. And then the jacket fabric, which is, it doesn't look as bronze as it does in real life. But yeah, I've got loads of jet beads. Jet is black. And that's beading on that one is going to be, oh, I have some spikes too. I could make it sort of punkish as well as formal. That would be more interesting to me. And then this one, yeah, I think I'm going to use it in the layer cake dress. And then that divine green, that is going to make the most beautiful soft jacket. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've been inspired to rifle through your fabric stash and get out some vaguely matching prints and cobble them all together in a fabulous layer cake dress. Thanks again for watching, and happy sewing!